Welcome to Topic 9, Exception Handling in Python. We'll explore how Python manages errors and interruptions in program flow. This presentation covers exception handling fundamentals, differentiating error types, and demonstrating solutions. An exception is an unusual condition that interrupts a program's normal flow. When an exception occurs, the program stops execution. Exceptions are runtime errors Python scripts cannot handle automatically. Python offers mechanisms to handle them, allowing code to continue executing. If an exception is not handled, the interpreter will not execute any code after the exception point. Syntax errors occur when the parser detects an incorrect statement, violating Python's grammatical rules. For example, an unmatched parenthesis in a print statement results in a syntax error, preventing program startup. Exception errors occur during program execution. A common example is a name error when a variable or function name is not defined. Here, printing a plus b with b undefined leads to a name error, as shown in the traceback. Another example is zero division error, occurring when dividing by zero, and mathematically undefined operation. To handle exceptions, Python uses the try, except statement. Statements that might raise exceptions are placed inside the try block. Handlers for specific errors are placed in the except clause. A bare except catches any undefined exception. The except clause can handle a single error, like type error or a list. Syntax error cannot be handled by any except block. Here's the general syntax for a try, except block. The try block contains code that might error, and the except block handles it. In this example, we convert user input to a float. If invalid, the except block catches value error and prints an error message. Let's look at common exceptions. Zero division error occurs when you attempt to divide by zero. Name error happens when a name is not found or a function name is invalid, meaning it hasn't been defined. Value error occurs with type mismatches, like converting a non-numeric string to an integer. IO error happens when an input-output operation fails, like opening a non-existent file. Here's an example of handling a zero division error. The try block attempts division, and the except block catches the error, printing a user-friendly message. For name error, if we compare a with b without defining b, the except name error block executes, informing us of the issue. Similarly, printing an undefined variable, x, triggers a name error caught by its corresponding except block. When dealing with multiple exceptions, specify different except blocks for each error type for precise handling. For instance, if we try to print an undefined variable, x, the except block specifically for name error will catch it and display a relevant message. A value error can occur when converting input. If a user enters 2.3, when an integer is expected, the except value error block will catch it. Another value error scenario is when a user provides non-numeric input when a number is required, leading to a specific error message. Even mathematical operations can raise value error. For example, calculating the square root of a negative number results in a value error from the math module. An IO error occurs when file operations fail. If we try to open a non-existent file, the except IO error block handles it, printing file is not accessible. When handling multiple exceptions, list them in separate except blocks. The first matching except block will execute. In this example, printing an undefined variable, x, triggers the name error handler as it's the first specific exception caught. You can also group multiple exceptions into a single except block using a tuple for a concise way to handle several error types with the same response. Here, if a zero division error occurs, the specific except zero division error block will execute, printing zero division error. If a name error occurs, such as trying to print an undefined variable, mark, the corresponding except name error block will catch it. And if a value error occurs, for instance, due to an invalid conversion, its specific except value error block will handle it, printing invalid conversion. The else keyword in a try, except block specifies code to be executed if no exceptions are raised in the try block. This is useful for code that should only run when the try block succeeds. Here, if no error occurs, the else block prints no error. The finally keyword defines a block of code that will always be executed, regardless of whether an exception occurred or not. This is ideal for cleanup operations, like closing files or releasing resources, ensuring they are always performed. Consider this code snippet. What is the output if the user enters a value that causes a zero division error or value error? This exercise challenges you to fill in missing keywords in a try-except block to correctly handle a zero division error. Finally, here's a programming task. Calculate the single item price from a total bill and number of items, handling potential exceptions. Another task involves calculating /AC, reading A, B, and C from the user, and handling two specific exceptions with custom messages. Mastering exception handling is crucial for writing robust and reliable Python programs. Thank you for watching.